So, guys, there's a wanted man at Stellenbosch FC, apparently Bafetu. Umfana is someone who's wanted by Steve Barker, Labana Studies. Obviously, we're going to talk about that. And also, I'm going to talk to you about tomorrow's game because in Anajan Sasa we are playing, and I do have a solid lineup, which I think obviously can give us, those 3 points that we so desperately need. And remember my weights on the first video that we talked about. Obviously, we need to make sure we will win all the 5 games. Now, obviously, before we dive more into those details, but please do make sure to subscribe to the channel and also like a video, click the bell notification so that next time whenever I post a new video you get notified. Now, starting with Ndabake Mfana, Happy Mashiane. Apparently, Bafetu Happy Mashiane is the man that is wanted at Stellenbosch FC. At first, we talked about it and I thought, like, no, maybe steady system for now, but now it has been revealed that the coach, Steve Barker, is the one who is interested in making sure Uti Uhebi Mashiane does go and join them at Stellenbosch FC. Now, the question I leave to you, Mbogela Bekaya. Do you think it would be a good idea for him to move to Stellenbosch FC, or you feel like he still needs to remain with the club? And then I told him, I don't know, some more games, some more minutes, because one thing I've noticed about Umfana, we play him kakhulu ngale emuva, which obviously, according to, everything transfer market, his original position is a left back, a left back, but to be honest, he does play very well as a left midfielder and also a winger, a left winger. He is capable of doing some great work, some wonderful work. But unfortunately, now we've played him more as a left back, and maybe just how somehow we were not using him to his full potential. But the question I leave to you, Mbugele Pekawuti, do you think it would be fit or a great idea for us to let him go to Stellenbosch FC? It looks like they have shown great interest in making sure Uguti they take in Uhebi Mashiane. Now, maybe this transfer window, we might see him joining Stellenbosch FC. But, the big question, I leave it to you, Mbugele Bekaya. Do you think it would be a good idea? Now, please let me know down in the comment section below. And then now we move to the lineup prediction on tomorrow's game. Like I've said, we are playing against Chipa United. I believe we are playing at Nelson Mandela Bay Stadium. So, Ilineup yam bafethu ihleli kanje. Starting at the back Bafetu, if you remember very well, I said, if it's not broken, there's no need for us to change something that is not broken. Now, I know a lot of people are going to say, hey, Maracu we don't need some of those players. Maybe someone we need to rest them in this final as well. Listen carefully, Bafetu. We've played against Chipa United before. I believe it was a goal that came from Umdutuzi Shabalala, if I'm not mistaken, that put us in front, when we played against them. So even now, I do feel like we need to make sure we don't change what we had that was working for us. I understand there are a lot of people who are going to say, no, we need to rest some of the players, but let's be honest, Buffett, if something is not broken, there's no need to change it. So, I'm still going to start to Bruce Vuma, despite his faults and mistakes, but hoping to see which maybe in this game around he might have improved in terms of those problems that he does. Because if we are about to change, the goalkeeper, Sisilana Manje, it might bring some difficulties. So we need someone who's already as familiar with the rest of the squad. And then also, like I've said, I wouldn't change it if it's not broken. Bring in Bradley Cross, play him with Tupule Modi, and obviously we're going to bring in Dylan Solomons. Rofrosla Kumbule still out injured. Not too sure whether he's going to be available for tomorrow's game. I haven't had any updates in terms of the players who will be available and who will not be available. So obviously I'm going to stick to the players that we know corner, but singabafaka in the field of play. And then also we bring in Given Simango, we bring in Admison Dove, Badlala nje laphayana emuva. I'm not saying that they are 100% solid, but hopefully I know they can do better, especially on this game. I just hope with Benza Bafetu, and there's a lot more. that they can achieve when it comes to tomorrow's game. And then also defensive midfielder now, like I've said, I'm not too sure whether Tabakele will be available because even in the last, I think he came in as a sub, if I'm not mistaken, or kwenzakale nangasakhumbuli. But let's be honest, Buffet too. We need to make sure. In fact, let me just quickly check to see whether he came in as a sub or kwenzakaleni. Was he on the field of play when we played against Mamelodi Sundowns or kwenzakaleni? Because I don't remember for a fact ukuthi kwenzakaleni in terms of the lineup because I was not available to do everything, So yeah. We played when 5 days ago. So let me just quickly jump, check ngibone nje ukuthi kwenzakaleni on the field of play when not the field of play, but with the lineup, what was happening because okay, Sundowns, Kaizer Chiefs. This was a possible lineup. Nope, this is not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the official lineup. So, like I've said before, we do not need to change, something that is not broken. We can only change if we see it. No, then the lineup is not working for us. Then that's where we change. But if it is working and has been working for us, then we should not change because must be is chincha. That's where the problem begins. So we need to make sure we use everything at our disposal to our advantage, So that's us, Bafito. But semifinals we played, we've won, even though a lot of people did not believe that Kaizer Chiefs was going to win that game. But at the end of the day, we proved them wrong and we won. Unfortunately, Bafito, I cannot find the lineup or go to how were we placed and how did we play, but it's fine. So I wouldn't change the corner, like I've said. I wouldn't change. I would bring in Mart, Nkosimpila to play, and then bring in Gaston Sereno, just the way it was. Pule Modi, just to protect to Bradley Cross. We know that we need him. And then we play Lilepo and also wanted to. But now I understand. A lot of people would say, but QP, we need to rest wanted to because we have the Nedbank Cup final coming. Before Nedbank Cup, we have this match. And then also on 8:30, I believe we're going to play another match against, I believe we're playing against Chipa United. Then maybe somewhere, not Chipa United, then somewhere around there, that's where we can try to rest a player like Wandile Tuba. But for now, I think we need him because we need those 3 points. And so far, he's the only player who has that fighting spirit when it comes to our forwards. We need that momentum. If you're then we're going to have a problem in the future. So we need him at his maximum best when it comes to this game that we're going to play. Manje Sasa around 5:30 at Nelson Mandela Bay Stadium. So I don't know, but I think this is how Coach Nazrin Nabi should line up. If Tabakele is available, then I wouldn't mind putting him in. But let's be honest, Buffet too, we have to give credit to Mart. Mart has been doing exceptionally well for the past 2 games. I wish some more spirit and then break him. Nakon, I think he has been given a contract extension. So, obviously, we can't just give him a contract. We are not going to use that player and bench him. It doesn't make any sense. So at least we need to make sure to use those players, and then we try our best to we come out on top on tomorrow's game. We need those 3 points. Remember what I said. If we win those games, obviously I'm not saying it's going to be easy, and I'm not saying teams like Stellenbosch FC who are at the top. I think Manje, they're currently on number 3, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not saying which one they will relax and let us do things the way it's Funanga corner, because if you go back and you look at the table, was the one with Stellenbosch is currently sitting at number 3 with 38 points. Skikune 37 points, TS Galaxy 36, Pulukwane 34, Amazulu 33, and then Tinaitis Moshile. So it was going low, nice and smooth and slow with 1 point difference, but Tina Safia Sati 30 points, so that is the problem with the goal difference of -5 goals. But it's fine if we win those games that we need to win, because this when we play Manje, it will be our 24th game. Amazulu have already played all 26 games, so meaning we have 2 games in hand. We play tomorrow, we play Nangi 30th, we win both those games, then we move a bit, in the log. Maybe probably we're gonna be on number 5, because the TS Galaxy now has already played their 25th match. So maybe number 5 or number 6, between those two spots, corner C1 as an occupier, making sure with Naganjani we remain in the top 8. Now, if we win all of the remaining games, Naganjani, we are going to sit at number 3 spot, provided Stellenbosch FC doesn't win all the games that they're supposed to play, because even Skukune, both Skukune and Stellenbosch, those are the teams that we need to look out for. Make sure Uti Naganjan, whenever we play, at least the Solalis Kukune, I'm sure about that. I'm just not too sure what is Lalanin, but we need to make sure that we win the game that we play against this Kukune United. We need those wins, Buffet too. We need to make sure that we win. You understand? If we do not win, then it's a problem. But we need to make sure until we win the games that we are going to play.